Check 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. Can y'all hear me out there? There's not too many people in the room as yet. Y'all don't expect me to be on this early in the morning. But I decided to come on early in the morning to speak on, some of the madness that I seen. So what's up, everybody? It is your boy Doggie Diamonds. It is early for me. It is exactly 9:27 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're on the West Coast, you're still asleep. If you're in another country, you might be nighttime. So yeah, this is Doggie Diamonds. We are live and direct this morning. I decided to come on live. I want to try different times with my audience. I want to talk to my audience at different times, can't always go on and late. So good morning to everybody. Shout out to everybody who show love. Shout out to everybody who rock with me. I wanted to talk to y'all. Yo. I mean, a lot of people covering the topic, so I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm, but I wanted to talk to y'all because if you notice on my channel, I've always talked about, a lot of the rituals I've seen and a lot of, the ill behaviors that I've seen that's going on in this industry. So, I like to speak on it and I like to give y'all clarity on what is happening, why it's happening, and what's going on. So, good morning to everybody. Yo, love, nothing but love and peace and prosperity to everybody. So, what I wanted to talk about with y'all early this morning, and it's a little hot, so if you see me wiping my face, I don't want to put a fan on or the air on, because if you do, you hear it. So if you see me wiping my face, that's because it's hot. But I wanted to talk to y'all about the BET Awards. Now, for the record, I did not completely watch the BET Awards. I watched some playbacks. I watched some of the stuff because, people be talking about stuff, and sometimes you like, no, that ain't happened. That couldn't have really happened. And then you go look and you like, yo, this is crazy, And for years, they've been using this platform and this particular award show as like a celebration for them, for the people that's down with these agendas, and they put it on full display. They put it on television, then they replay it on the internet, then everybody take clips and put it everywhere. So it goes viral to a certain extent. And it's always something that we see that we're like, nah, that ain't real. And believe it or not, it's real. They're doing it right in our face. They don't even care no more. And it's almost like what's happening is that you're in a let's see. It's like we are dealing with spiritual warfare right now. And I know you heard people say this. They're not lying to you. We dealing with spiritual warfare. And this is what's happening. What's happening is that we look at these people, and these people are deemed what is success, right? They got the cars, they got the homes, they got the money, they got the jewelry, they got the stature, their social media is up. The numbers is up, everything is up. So it look like they're winning. And, when you're a working class individual and you go to work every day, you hustling and bustling and you living check to check, you like, yo, man, I can't be living like this. I need a lick. I need to get to this. And then sometimes you are such forced in certain situations that you say, yo, I'll do anything to get out of this situation. And some people are like, oh, really? What exactly is anything? So our spirit is under attack because none of us wants to be impoverished. So they're making things that are not normal. And then we're looking at the reward for them doing abnormal behavior. So now your spirit starts saying, well, I need money. I need to take care of my family. I'll do what I got to do it. So that's how they're manipulating the masses. Because at one point, for example, somebody shoot up the school, unfortunately. It's somebody shot up the job, unfortunately. what's the first thing that we ask? We ask, was it a white person? That's serious. And it don't, it's not cool for any people to get shot up. But we don't want to hear that it was one of us who did it. We don't want to hear that. So one of the first things we ask, was it a white person? I hope they're not black. We hear that it's a serial killer. What's the first thing we ask? Yo, I hope it ain't a black person that's a serial killer. We hear that somebody was eating people or just doing something abnormal. The first thing that we want to know, it wasn't one of us, right? So now what's happening? The things that we would say, oh, that's what they do. We don't do that. Pills? What's pills? Well, I ain't eating no pill. We don't eat pills. We don't shoot dope. We don't take all that stuff. We don't do Molly, ecstasy. We don't do that. A lot of the brothers that say, yo, man, I might smoke some weed. Take me a little sip and I'm good. Now, the things that we used to say is their thing, they're putting it on full display. And it's becoming our thing now. So the working class people like y'all here, the individuals like yourself who are here, who go to work, take care of your children, take care of your family. Your spirit is under attack, people. Because they're making it to where you can't make ends meet. And what do you want to do for this money? What are you willing to do? So the BET Awards is full display. Full display. Full display. So now you're starting to see stuff. And I find it ironic and kind of weird that the kid Lil Nas X always does some type of performance in comedic clothing. Y'all didn't peep that yet? Y'all didn't peep that. Now, Ancient Kemet, which is us, is our people. It's not Arabs, it's not none of that. That's our people, y'all. Kemet, known as Egypt, is in Africa. That's our people. That's your people. So when people call you a Hotep and all that, be offended. That's your people. Some of y'all got lineage there. A lot of people got West African, but remember, that's your people. It's one of the greatest civilizations ever, where a lot of things are stolen from. They so mad that we built the pyramids, they want to say aliens did it. They didn't understand mummification. They don't understand a lot of stuff that we're doing. They're still trying to figure it out. They don't understand the writings on the wall. They can't decipher it. They don't understand it. But what they want to do, they want to take it from us, because when you look at their greatness and you look at their lineage, it's savagery, it's barbarism, it's rape, it's pillage, and all of those things. So what they do, well, if Justin Bieber goes up there and he has on comedic stuff and does something wild, we're going to be upset. We're going to be angry. So what they do, they get him to put on, because remember, people, this is a production. This is not just he get up and say, he doesn't dress himself. This is a production. This is rehearsal. This is sound check. And sound check is when you go to the venue prior to your performance and make sure your mics is a certain way, and they take your microphones, pause, and they and I'm about to stop saying pause too altogether, because when we speak, we got to get that stuff out of our mind, because we speaking that weird stuff into existence by even saying pause. So I'm going to really wean myself off that and just stop saying that, period. You know what I'm saying? But that's another bill. But I just came here to give y'all some real spillage this morning, because again, it's a lot of brothers giving that real spillage, but I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? So what they do, they taking our cultures, and they, like they always do, they find a way to bastardize it. They find a way for him to do stuff, and we can't say, why is he doing that? Because according to what they know, Justin Bieber can't do it. So let him do it. And then we can't say, yo, why you doing that? They're going to say, well, he's black. He can wear comedic stuff. He's black. But look at his behavior while he has these garments on. Look at his behavior while he's dressed. Look at his behavior. So now we're looking like, hold on. Our people wasn't on that type of time, but they want us to think that our people was on that type of time. So everything we see, you can't say nothing about it because it goes back then. It was going on back then. No, it was going on back then with them, not with us. We wasn't on that type of time. We wasn't on that type of time. So everything that you see, sexual, it's a sex ritual. Everything is sexual. That's why we don't interact with people anymore a certain way. The first thing we do is we look at each other and we figure out, how can I seduce them sexually? We don't look at each other and say, damn, I wonder what you're about and all that. Yo, wish it, because sometimes you could look at somebody and say, well, you're cool and all that, but, you know, I don't think we should have any dealings. Now it's just like, let me hit everything. Even if you have no intentions on going anywhere further, at least I hit it. At least I hit it. And then you want to say how many bodies you got. And I got this chicks and I got this. And it's so crazy now. At one point, women were frowned upon. Women would say, how many sex partners did you have? And they would say, I could count them all on one hand. Now, now, 2 hands and they need some toes. And they might start having to count their hair. They might start to have to count their hair. So what I'm saying is that when you look at what's going on, it's an attack on you. It's very ritualistic, very satanic, and it's an attack on you. So you have to be careful. You have to be mindful. You have to stay prayed up. And when I say prayed up, whoever it is that you believe is your higher power, even if it's yourself, if it's your ancestor, whoever it is, stay guarded. This is a very, 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 very critical time in our history right now. Very, very critical time. Very critical. Because if you notice sometimes, you're like, yo, what's going on? I had a bad week. Now this is turning into a bad month. And a lot of people didn't like Star Wars. I like Star Wars for the esoteric meanings in it. But watch Star Wars. That's what we're seeing right now. The evil empire. Then you got the righteous, who's the Jedis. But the evil empire are also former Jedis. And actually the father, the Luke Skywalker. So he was so tired of taking losses, right? Darth Vader, who's really Anakin Skywalker, was so tired of taking losses that the evil empire promised him, if you join me with your powers, I make sure you never suffer loss again in life. So look what's happening to us. We lost people to disease. We lost people to the streets. We losing people to jail. We losing people to drugs. We losing people because we in a state where you could be with somebody for 5-6 years and then one day they just say, I don't want to be with you no more. I want to have fun. You like, what the hell is fun? Like, we could have fun. Why do I have this up here like this? See, I'm off point. Y'all ain't even tell me. I got smoked this up there and y'all ain't even say nothing. Right? So what's happening, everybody's under pressure to really, 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 really show out. And there's a saying, when in Rome, do as the Romans. Everybody's doing it. So if everybody is doing it, you're not really standing out. You're right in the crowd. You're right in the crowd. Everybody's doing it. So you're also not wrong for what you're doing. But what about your spirit? What about when you wake up and you look in the mirror and you say, damn, I was so drunk last night, I shitted on myself. I was so drunk last night, I pissed on myself. I think I might have slept with 2 girls last night on some and I don't even know, I don't even remember having no condom. But what happens then? And then now you're saying, damn, I got to go take this test to see if I'm positive. Or you don't take the test to see if you're positive and just walk around dirty dick and everything because you scared. So now you like, yo, I'm going to give it. So this is what's happening. This is what's happening. These award shows, these big lights, big extravaganza, they doing all this stuff to trick us into saying this is normal. They're doing rituals. They're doing all types of stuff. Sex rituals. Everything is sexualized. People are waiting for Megan Thee Stallion to come out because you want to see if she's going to twerk. You want to see if that booty is big. You want to see what she do. That's all she does. And the funny thing is that she might even actually have some talent to where she don't even got to do that no more. But she in so deep, that's all she could do, because the minute she stopped doing that, they getting rid of her. They getting rid of her. Remember, they did it to Nicki. Nicki was very, very sexual, to where she used to say boys is icky. You know, boys is icky, and I like girls. Remember? So what happens is they be like, yo, this chick is old. Get her out of here. We need a new. So then they start replacing them. And then somebody going to come take the calling. So when you start seeing men, and you know, I'm going to be real with you. When I was younger, I was a little ignorant. I was a little ignorant to people's sexual preference. I used to be outspoken and loud. I don't care. It don't affect me. It doesn't, you ain't, I don't give it up like that. So it don't bother me. And when I say it don't bother me, meaning that as long as you keep it where you keep it, over there. But now look, when you think about sexual contact, if you see a man and a woman kissing on a corner, that's called PDA, public display of affection. What do people yell out to them? Get a room. Nobody wants to see that. Get a room. So now we don't want to see a man and a woman kissing because it's PDA and we don't, you know, it's not. And in some countries, you're not allowed to do that. I heard Dubai, you ain't even allowed to hold your wife's hand. So at the end of it all, on national television, we watched a man slob another man down. So that means that this is not a children's show anymore. Or is it? Or is it targeted to the children? So the children could start wanting to explore because one of their favorite artists is doing it. This dude was on Sesame Street. So people say his song's not for kids. Listen, he was on Sesame Street. Once you're on Sesame Street, your target audience is children. Period. So when you look at it, we seen some of these guys when they came out. Now look at them. They clothes is tight. They walk is different. I don't know if y'all know that. They walk a little different now. They might have had a little swag, a little bop. Now they're upright standing like they got a stick up. You know. It's a war on your spirit. The BET Awards, a lot of these things that we looking at. It's a war on your spirit. It's a war on your children. It's a war on your family. Because now we in relationships with people and they looking over at you in the bed and saying, you ain't no fun. You ain't no fun. Look at the fun they're having. Meg is having fun. She getting to the bag. She getting money. You doing what they got to do. What are we doing? You working. We working check to check. We barely could pay our car note. We barely could pay our mortgage. We need to do something. So now you started seeing women, beautiful women with OnlyFans pages. With OnlyFans pages. Selling their body, something that's sacred, that should be for your significant other. Now we all could see it for $4 a month. But everything is justified with, but I'm getting to that bag. But I'm getting to the bag. And I'm not responding to nobody in the chat room. I'm just getting you out of here. Because I didn't say nothing. Oh, this dude is a racist. I didn't say anything that was racist. First of all, let me explain something to you. Ain't nobody that's my people gonna call me anything. So you already an agent, because I speak for my people. And I don't care about what any other people besides my people think. And that's just that. So if you think I'm that R word because I'm speaking for my people and talking to my people, how about you just butt out the conversation because you're not down? And that's the problem with them too. They think they down. They think they could control how we speak to each other. And when we speak to each other a certain way, we start getting these tags put on us. And then for the bag, people start getting quiet. But they feel it in their heart. They feel it in their spirit. They know it's wrong. But they can't say nothing because if they say something, they're going to mess up their bag. And we'll never say to each other, because when we got somebody who speaks and they're loud and we agree with it, we love it. Because they might be saying something that you can't say or you scared to say, or they told you don't say that or you're going to lose this. So it's a lot of people living vicariously through other people. But the first thing they do is come say, you better not say that. You better not stand with them. You better not even go deal with them. You better not even deal with them. Now, the thing what I don't understand is that how do somebody else tell us how to communicate with each other? Just really think about that. They got the nerve to say how we should communicate with each other, how we should educate one another, how we should stand together. That's what I'm talking about. That's part of what I'm talking about. You can't even tell your children certain things. They're going to make it to where you can't call your son a boy. You can't call your daughter a girl. You can't tell her that pink is for girls. You can't tell your son pink is for girls. It's all for control. And then they use money, fame, popularity, and then our poverty, our lack of knowledge, because we don't research, we just regurgitate, as a weapon against us. And then now look at us. We all spiritually, everybody twisted. And then they discard you. This is what I'm saying. They don't even keep you long. Whereas when you look at, now listen people, when you look at some of the people that they put in the spotlight, where are they? We remember the stinky leg and we remember all that. Where are they? They discarded them. No longer needed them. No longer needed them. Why? Because we're going to get somebody else to do it. You know, so I didn't come on here to stay long, but I really just came on here to really just give y'all that top of the morning so we could walk around with a certain energy, certain guard up today, certain, you know, we got to start speaking truth into power and really, really, you know, because there'll be people who say, oh, he not conscious and all that. But you sound like a fool. And I'm not addressing no more fools. Just keep talking. Because that's all many of y'all do is just talk. And at the end of the day, a lot of people, if you could be in my position that you think ain't nothing, you would do it. You would be in my position. You understand what I'm saying? But I wake up every day and I don't have no master. I don't have to do anything I don't want to do that I think is wrong for my spirit, for my mind, for my body, myself. I don't have to do that. I don't drink, I don't smoke, don't womanize, don't do none of that. I drink my water, mind my business, come on here, try to give y'all some content. You understand what I'm saying? That's the realest thing you could do as a man, and take care of your family. Take care of yourself first and foremost, because if you're not here, all the other people don't matter. So with that, I'm Doggie Diamonds. Y'all enjoy The rest of y'all day, I might be back on later on to build with y'all. But again, remember y'all, this is critical times right here. We just coming out of this pan, and there's a lot of desperation because a lot of people took losses over this time. So now everybody coming out like, I gotta get it. But what killed me though, and I'm gonna close on this note, the last time it opened up, the partially opened up, people was online for sneakers, but they've been in the house for a few months. What did you need sneakers for? Again, it's that imagery that we think we need to be a part of that we don't. But it's drilled in us through the BET Awards. Everything that we watch and see is all about bragging, being rich. So you mean to tell me it's not one rapper who don't care about fame, fortune, and money that just love the art? Everybody got to have some gaudy chain on, some plastic woman next to them, some funny hairstyles, some tight, every last one of them. But then people look at J. Cole and say, yo, he need to do his hair. But he look like he true to himself though. He dropped music when he want to. He's not in the industry, married somebody that he was with for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty much done, y'all. It's hot down here, but I had to come early in the morning on here and just really build because this was something that was on my mind. And just look at what they doing. These sex rituals, these humiliation rituals, all this stuff is being put on display. But they're doing it, and these individuals are getting rewarded for doing it. So that's to trick you to say, well, it can't be that bad because look what I'm going to get. But be careful what you ask for. I'm out. Make sure you click subscribe, youtube.com/Doggie Diamonds TV. Until next time, peace.